Hello beautifuls, this is Aromie here and welcome back to Mystic Destinies Serendipity of Aeons. I just felt like my teeth just made a squelch sound and it just made me cringe completely. Anyway, we are here and our poor baby boy is all beat up and I do not approve. And if you guys hear scratching, it's Rava. She's running around in her little aquarium cage thingy again. Alright. Oh, I forgot how beautiful Yazoo looked. Oh my gosh. That's right, Taku. I'm here now. In a quiet voice, I murmur, you don't need anyone else. You don't need any more burdens on your conscience. Just saying. You don't need a is she still murmuring? Oh, okay, anyway. You don't need to shoulder them all alone anymore. Please rely on us. Please rely on me. Whatever future there is, I want to face it with you. Can I stop murmuring? Is she done murmuring? Takumi continues to struggle against Azucena despite my speech. The moments stretch on before he suddenly lets out an inhuman roar and pushes her away, hard. He grabs the gun out of her hand as she falls. Azucena stumbles back. Thought she was falling off the roof because we're on a roof and this is very scary. Azucena stumbles back, attempting some sort of save, but she slips and falls. Breathing heavily, she props herself up with her elbows. Yazoo, Jinsu, Aurelia, and the twins surround a now weaponless Azucena. Yasuhiro stands at her feet with a gun pointed right at her. I run to Takumi as he collapsed to the ground, panting in obvious pain, the transformation clearly progressing further. I hold him up as he pushes himself to kneel. We watch Azucena and the others a little ways away. Azucena viciously glares up at Yasuhiro. As some last-ditch effort, she leaps up at him with an angry yell. A gunshot cuts through her yell and the sound of rain around us. For a second, it seems like Yazoo fired only a warning shot. Azucena stands frozen just a few inches away from him. Ooh, where did he shoot her? In her arm? Why is she bleeding through her mouth? But then she coughs and blood spurts out of her. Oh, because she coughed. Okay. Wide-eyed, she gasps for air and unceremoniously, falls to the ground. A puddle of blood starts to slowly form around her limp body. Yazoo! Jinsu grabs Yazoo's shoulder, Yazoo's shoulder with one hand, aggressively pulling him back to look at him. He stares him in the face, but Yazoo only stares down at Azucena's body. She's not dead, is she? Fucking finally someone killed the bitch. Wait, she died just like that? That's like anticlimactic. Climactic? That would be nice, but she isn't dead. Look. They all look down to see Azucena is lying on the ground with blood pouring out of her shoulder. Yeah, he only shot her shoulder. It's not like he shot her heart. Her face is turned to the side and her eyes slowly open. Azucena stares at nothing as the rain falls around us. She doesn't even try to hold her shoulder out of pain or to stop the bleeding. She doesn't move at all, just lies there in defeat. Azucena's quiet voice is just barely heard over the sound of rainfall. All I ever wanted was to be sure that my love could stay by my side. Who's your love? Jinsu is the one to quietly respond. Do you mean Kenzo? Who's that? But Azucena doesn't respond directly. She continues to stare at nothing as she mumbles, my love. Was that why you conspired with the sorceress? Azucena gives the faintest nod. An artifact, that's all it would have taken to be together forever. Why did the chronos have to be worthless? Azucena's eyes fall onto me. I barely pay her any mind as I desperately hold Takumi. He struggles on my arms up. I can't read! His breathing labored, groaning and sweating as the transformation progresses. Do you know the kind of hell that awaits you? I look at Azucena. The void would be a comfort, compared to the desolate wasteland that your life becomes when love leaves you. And with the eternity facing you, he will leave your side one day. Azucena whispers. Tears run down her face and mix with the rain. Well, I actually left my homeboy here, so don't you understand how we're the same? Our long lifespans of human lovers would do anything to prevent living on past them. I mean, he's a vampire, doesn't he? Don't vampires live a long life as well? Her words have some twinge of truth to them. I mean, he's not gonna live as long as me, because I'm immortal. I can relate. I can feel some smidgen... Wait, is she immortal as well? Of sympathy for her, now that I know her motivations. But, you're right. I do understand more than anyone now. But your actions are unforgivable. If you live only for yourself, using, abusing, and trampling those around you, the universe will pass judgment on you. One day it always comes to bear. Azucena only closes her eyes at my words and starts to silently sob. Next to Azucena, I see Aurelia look disturbed at my words, but I don't have time to think about why. Takumi? Unable to take it anymore, Takumi suddenly yells out and completely collapses into my arms. I look down and then turn to Naoki. Can you stop the transformation? That's impossible. You either transform or you die. Even Detective Yasuhiro eventually turned after being in stasis for years. With Arai's injuries, I would be surprised if he even made it through the transformation alive. Wait, what? So he could die? You're telling me he could die? So there's nothing I can do? I look down at Taku's pained face and bury my face in his neck. Why? You don't need to change. You didn't need to change. You could have relied on us. But it's Takumi. He won't do that. Why didn't you rely on us? Because it's Takumi. He's a man on a mission. Aurelia and Yasu leave Azucena to the others and walk over to me. Yasu kneels next to me and gently places his hand on my back. Aurelia kneels down to examine Takumi. Feeling completely useless and frustrated, all my feelings come pouring out as I look at Takumi. Why don't you understand? I don't want you to be anything more than you. You're amazing just the way you are, without even having to do any of the things you train so hard to do. But that makes you 100 times more amazing anyway. Do you not already see how unbelievable you are? How far you've come and all the incredible things you've already done? You're an idiot for not realizing how wonderful you are. But I love you. I fell in love with you for... Why am I confessing? He's not awake! Hold off your confession! I fell in love with you for who you already are and nothing more. Aurelia reaches out to check Takumi's pulse in his neck, and I move just a little to give her access. It's faint, my senses aren't developed enough to see souls, but at that moment I see. I see Takumi's soul start to flicker like a candle in the wind. Desperate for some confirmation that I'm just seeing things, I turn to look at Yasu, but I see his own eyes filling with tears. No. I look at Aurelia and she just shakes her head. No one will meet my eyes. I look back down at Takumi's face and see that it's relaxed. He looks so peaceful. Bro, are you dying on me? I'm not gonna let you die. In desperation, I close my eyes. Uh-oh. Chapter 14. I believe this is the last chapter. Salvation. I'm not letting you die on me, Takumi. We haven't discussed this relationship of ours. It's been months since I last saw your smile. Oh, is he in a coma now? I've bought some flowers at... Wait! Wait! Whoa, what? You don't bring flowers to... Well, you do bring flowers to sick people, but you also bring flowers to the people that have gone to sleep forever. I bought some flowers to take to you, pink lilacs. Naoki told me they mean acceptance. Accepting all the things that have happened would be a relief. I like to pretend that none of this ever happened. That I could turn around and see you standing there at any moment, but that can't happen yet. This too shall pass, they say. Time heals all wounds, they say. But when? In reality, there is no time. It's only in your head. Time winds at the pace you deem it should. Truth can be heavier than any individual sadness, because it's something you can't escape. Being with you made me able to live my life in a new way. Without you, I have no doubt that I would have been stagnant, lost in the fog of darkness. Without you, what happened to me with Shizuka would have consumed me whole. With you, I didn't even have time to think about my problems. We were just trying to make progress. Just trying to survive. You've lived in such a way as to have lived every moment to its fullest. Pink lilacs. I was told they also mean youth. And the color pink itself can also mean love. I love color pink. If I give you enough of these, if I surround you with love, will you wake up again? What is this? Oh, is he just in a coma? I thought he died. I would have been freaked out. I walk into a hospital room and place the flowers next to the bed. Oh, it's her turn to be in a coma. Wake up! I look down at Takumi and brush some stray hairs out of his face. He's been asleep for months, just like Yazu. I wonder if the hospital is going to be suspicious for all these comas, especially in the same family. I laugh, a bittersweet sound to my ears. Ears, right? Yeah. Yazu and Taka just traded positions, really. But I was the only one ever in a real comatose state. Bravo, can you shut up? Takumi and Yazu, they're just in stasis. I think she sees her reflection. She's trying to attack it. Chill out, little girl. I sigh. How many years will it be until I hear his voice again? I don't ever want to forget what his voice sounds like. How he laughs. That little crinkle in his left eye when he laughs too hard. Seeing him so completely motionless like this is more than unnerving, but all I can do is wait and hope. I sit down next to his bed and sigh again, putting my hand on his. Well, I've got eternity to wait. I stare at Takumi's still form for an amount of time that I don't bother to count. I never do. After a while, I decide that it's time to go home. I lean over to kiss Takumi on the forehead. Bye, Takumi. But as I lean over, I'm suddenly grabbed from below and pulled down to his body. Holy crap, is he awake? A high-pitched squeak escapes my lips before I can stop it. Oh my god! Takumi! Your precious face! It's so cute and innocent. It's so pure. I look down to see Takumi smiling as he gives me a weak squeeze. He lets me pull myself back up so I can properly see him. You're so cute. No, you're so cute, Takumi! He whispers and wipes his eyes as he looks around the room in confusion. But where the hell am I? What happened? Is this a hospital? I'm too stunned to react. I want to jump and yell, how are you awake? But at this moment I forget how to even breathe. Takumi stretches and then pushes himself to sit up. Tears begin to uncontrollably roll down my face. I lean over and give him the biggest hug, practically squeezing him to death. Hey! Ow! Wait, what? Ow? Wasn't I a vampire? Shouldn't I be healed by now? And you shouldn't be strong enough to hurt me at all. I pull back again. Really? I hurt you? Well, good. That probably means it worked. I punch his arm with just a little bit of force behind it. Hey, seriously, I just woke up. And what worked? What did you do? You're probably going to hate me for the rest of your life. But I believe I managed to stop your transformation, just like Shizuka tried to for Yazu. I used the same technique as she did. It helped that I was able to get to you fast enough, I think. Taka stares at me in shock, apparently not knowing what to say. I look down at my hands and quietly continue. I don't want you to be anything more than you. You're amazing just the way you are. Oh, I remember you saying that before. I feel like crushing awkwardness pressed down between us. He heard me? Then so what now? I mean, he remembered from months ago. Oh, then again, it's not months for him, it's months for me. I clap my hands together suddenly, making Takumi jump. Okay, I should go call your family and let them know. Without another word, I rush out of the room. Takumi's parents and Yazu come in soon after I call them, and everyone's excited to see Takumi finally awake. That means there's gonna be a day where Takumi is gonna leave my side, because I'm immortal. Miyoko cries tears of joy as she hugs a very red-looking Takumi. Tsurumatsu smiles as he watches his wife and son. Thank you for taking care of him, Michiko. Finally, it's over. Both my boys are safe. Thank you, Michiko. Watching the happy family, I realize that I actually feel good about myself and my powers for once. I even feel thankful for them at this moment. I'm happy that I was able to use them to do something and help this family that has been through so much. And no matter what happens in the future, I'm so glad I had them because I was able to save you. Like you've been doing for me all this time. He is so cute. I love his little expressions. Somehow, I think Takumi somehow understands my feeling at least a little because of the tender smile he gives me. It's so beautiful. I love that smile. He mouths thank you to me and I smile too, mouthing the same words right back at him. final chapter. Ew. We're nearing the end, guys. Well, technically, this is the end. I might as well just put it all in this episode. And then the next episode, it will be all about show. I'm on the hospital rooftop watching the sunset with my fingers gripping the fence. It's been a few days since Takumi woke up. Under our normal schedule, I'd only be waking up about now. A familiar scent envelops me as I'm suddenly hugged from behind. Ah, oh, Takumi, you're so sweet. I jump at the sudden feeling of Takumi's arms around me. I nearly elbow him in the face, except that he jumps back and dodges it. I turn around on my heel to face him. You scared the shit out of me! Eh? Why are you here? And still in your hospital clothes. Truthfully, I'm so used to seeing him in badass leather and gear that this is supremely adorable to me. Why wouldn't I be? And I hate these. Can't wait to get back into my own clothes. Well, I think they're cute. Really? Well, if you like them, then it's not so bad. Oh, you're so cute! He comes to stand next to me, also putting his fingers through the fence holes. We look out over the city together. I find myself recalling that last desperate night we had together months ago, and I feel my cheeks flow with heat. How do we move forward from here? We haven't talked about any of that even once. Confession? Takumi, please? I confess to you. I think you heard it? I don't know. I turn to look at Takumi. We should talk about it, so might as well do it now. I think it's been put off for long enough. But as soon as I open my mouth, Takumi already has me pulled into his arms. His lips crash into mine, kissing me so deeply that it steals my breath away. I relax into the kiss and let the happiness flood my whole body as I melt into his arms. I try to express that I feel the same way about him through the kiss and body language. I wrap my arms around him and hold on to him tight, closing any space between us completely. His lips are warm and soft, a contrast with the tip of his cold nose, which makes me pull back as I start to giggle. We stand staring at each other, cheeks thirstily flushed. The evening breeze whips around us, and he looks away without letting go of me. I need to confess, in case you somehow didn't notice by now. I love you, Michiko. I always have. Maybe since the first time I saw you. You were always special to me. But you never seemed to feel the same way about me. It was always Yazu. Yazu always got everything before me. But you were the one thing I didn't want him to have. Aw, that's so cute! Taku awkwardly scratches his cheeks as he continues. I decided I'd fight for you until you loved me. But then you left. I couldn't forget you even still, though. I've never stopped feeling the way I did. Loving you, I mean. Why is this so hard? Taku tries to pull away in embarrassment, but I catch him. You're not going anywhere, mister. You're not done. And neither am I. Never again. And well, you should know how I feel about you by now. Or I'd never have done any of this. I'm surprised you knew how I felt about Yasu. I guess I must have been pretty obvious. But I'm sorry that I never noticed your feelings for me. If I was that obvious, why didn't Yasu just shut me down? I was too focused on him and myself at that age. I thought of you more as a little brother than anything. Still, I'm sorry I hurt you. Takumi looks hopeful, even despite my guilty conscience, and steps closer to me. Thanks, though it wasn't your fault. It feels nice to hear. So then, what do you think of me now? Look at his, devilish look. Can you say it? I want to hear it out loud. Say what? That I love you? I already said that. But I don't think you were fully conscious. I roll my eyes and continue, embarrassed and blushing myself. I think you're a giant dork. That's what. I look at him, but I don't think of you as a brother anymore. And I'm in love with you too. Takumi smiles brightly and suddenly picks me up and spins me around. I cling on to him, ready to protest, but he puts me down before I can get the chance. Can you maybe not do that without warning again? I'll think about it. He leans down to kiss me again as the city lights twinkle in the distance, and I feel For the first time since I've had these powers, completely relaxed. Completely happy in Takumi's arms, with no regrets. No, I didn't get a picture! Uh-oh. That's foolery! I didn't get the great one then. What ending did I even get then? Select story. Hey Takumi, what ending did I get of yours? Where do I even check? I forgot where to check. Passionate end. I got the passionate end? But there's no CGR for the passionate end. Well darn. Well darn. I guess we're stuck with this picture. For the ending of Takumi. I didn't want that. I wanted a very pretty picture, but that's probably in the other one. Other route. Oh well. But anyway, now that Takumi's done, that means Sho is next, and then Hiroki, right? Hikaru, sorry. Who's Hiroki? I think I fuse Hikaru with Karopi from Sanrio. Oops. But anywho, let's go back to this page here. We just finished Takumi's route. Sho's next, and then Hikaru, and I believe that's the end of it. I don't know what to do with myself after that. But now to rank my chart, I feel like I can rank it kind of slightly better now. For sure, Takumi's number 1. Because I love that childhood stuff. I love it. I love it so much. And it gave me a little panic scare when I thought he died. I still think if he did somehow pass away, I would still... Well, he could have passed away from my stupid mess up. But even then, even if his good ending was him passing away, I would still rank him up first because I just like the progression of the story better. Like, you saw how much he cared for us in the beginning, which felt like so long ago when he helped us when we went crazy with our power, like we didn't know how to control it, and I didn't go to school anymore. That just felt like so long ago. Like, I felt like that was like last year. Last year, but it wasn't. The progression is beautiful. I love it. I love how he came and helped us, and then it wasn't much of our love connection, which usually I complain about, but for this route it actually went through very smoothly because it showed that he liked us in the beginning. Our girls didn't know our feeling. We were focused on completing this mission of ours, and then there's we met a lot of cuties in this one, which is a plus side of this route. I really like it. Overall, he is the best route for me. The story baseline and then our love progression. It's my favorite. It was the best. So he's number 1. Tetsuya and Shinji. I might put Shinji above Tetsuya, but I can't really. I don't know because their storylines are absolutely different. Because Tetsuya's route is like high school love stuff. Because in Shinji's route, we did the boom booms. So I can't really compare. But I have to say Shinji did give me more of like a pang in my heart, especially when he just said that we were just his like assignment or whatever, like he's only helping us because of the assignment or whatnot. Whatever line that was, it literally made me so freaking sad. So emotional wise, he outdid Tetsuya for me. So Tetsuya, I'm sorry, baby boy, but you're at the bottom list right now. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. But anyway, this is it for today's episode. Next episode, we're going to Sho's route, which I'm quite excited for because he is the happy-go-lucky type. But I don't know if he's the happy-go-lucky type on the outside, and then interior, he's actually really sad. So who knows? But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.